As of making this video, I'm 2.5 years in the structural engineering field, and a lot has changed over those years. When I mentioned these changes to my mentor, he said, "Yeah, these are signs you're progressing in your career." Like most people at the beginning of the career, I had imposter syndrome and felt the need to ask questions about, question everything. As I slowly progressed, I realized that, although school may have not taught me everything, it taught me the fundamentals and how to be resourceful. I've realized that I stopped asking as many questions as I used to because I either know the answer, or where to look for the answer, or who to ask to get the answer. Like I said, I began working 2.5 years ago, and I did ask a ton of questions and felt overwhelmed by how much I didn't know. It took me a while to rebuild the confidence I had in school and realize that I do know the material. While I still ask plenty of questions, I'll often come up with my own solutions and run my design ideas by my manager. If you notice something similar happening to you, then congratulations, you're progressing in your career as well. Another indicator that you may be moving higher up on the company hierarchy is you'll get more responsibility. I first noticed that I was gaining more responsibilities like this when I was asked to sit as an engineer in a coordination meeting between the architect, contractor, and owner, and I was the sole representative of our firm. I was able to successfully answer all the questions that were asked of me, and after the meeting, I sat back for a moment and I realized that I never did that before. Only then did I realize that I had responsibilities that I unknowingly undertook over the past few months. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced any indicators of your own personal growth like I just mentioned. An indicator I just mentioned, and it's worth repeating a little, is that you're able to confidently answer questions directed at you. For example, my manager asked me how I came up with selecting a specific angle to be used as a shelf angle design. This information was on the tip of my fingers, and only after the discussion with my manager I thought, oh wow, that was pretty cool. So, if you're finding yourself being able to do that and answer questions more easily, then you're progressing in your career as well. When mentioning these indicators of progressing your career to other engineers, they said other indicators that they've experienced was their boss or coworkers will refer people outside of their group to you with questions and trusting your ability to communicate effectively with them. If you're sitting on interviews with newer hires. And lastly, being directly told you're dependable and realizing that your coworkers trust you to perform your tasks and reach your deadline without close supervision. Occasionally, I think it's healthy for us as engineers and people to take a moment and reflect on your performance and see if you notice any indicators. Remember, it's okay to take credit when credit's due. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed any of these changes or indicators, and if so, what have you done and how have you reacted? Leave a like if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more content for young civil engineers starting out in the industry. And as always, stay civil.